Greetings, everyone. There is always a method to the madness. Don't ever forget that. Now, I want to start out by saying that there are some insects that are drawn to light, and you see them flying around the light bulb, getting very close to it, and they're not hurt by it. And then there are also some insects that are drawn to filth, and they drop in it and they wallow all over it, and they're at home. So it's not that people are insects. That's not what I'm saying here. What I'm saying is I'm using that analogy to say that some of us are drawn to light. And even when we get close to it and it's warm, and even if it's going to cause us harm, we want to stay close to the light. And then there are those who wallow in that filth and they're at home in it. And anywhere they see it, they're going to run towards it. Okay? So once you understand this, you're not going to get too frustrated when you see the ones you want to draw to light turns to filth. Okay? Now, it's one thing to run through the door like Kramer and say, "Here I am," which is what I do sometimes with some of these topics. But I cannot stay there because staying there is like being in that filth. You're going to be wallowing in it and you're going to attract people who are at home in it. Okay? So we're going to continue on our path and we're going to talk about loyalty, the idea of success in this video. So those they seem like two separate things. I'm going to say that loyalty is very important to me, and not loyalty in the way some people see it, to go out and make trouble. Loyalty in the sense that, when I'm there for you and when I need you, it's a thing that work together, you know? I think it's the only way for us to build. And that's why we're not doing so well. We're not faring well in our community because the sense of loyalty is not there. Okay? And we'll expound on that another time. But I want to focus more on the idea of success. The idea of success is not necessarily what you hold, because whatever you hold, you can let go, but is what is bestowed upon you in terms of honor and dignity. And we're not talking about honor bestowed upon you because you are wealthy or you're born in the right family. We're talking about the way you live your life. You see, anybody can say anything. It's how you live your life. The kind of legacy you're going to be leaving behind is not just about what you say, but what you do. And in our community, there's so much discord or disharmony starting from the home, in our community, and how we extend that to the world. There is so little love, very little love. And so when you come out trying to share the love, people will misunderstand that. Sometimes people will not understand the whole idea of unity, or people will exploit that word, unity. They'll say, let's unite. But ultimately, their main goal is to get something out of it for themselves. They don't have that community mindset where we're building together. It's about exploiting the you for their own interests. And there's something about that that doesn't sit so well with me. Using people, exploiting people for whatever, it's just not something that stands well with me. When I do these controversial topics, the main focus is to show how we are in terms of our disloyalty. We have no problems throwing the ones we claim we love under the bus. No sense of loyalty, no gratitude. There are some people, no matter what you do for them, you bend over backward. You bring such love and light to them, and what they give to you because they no longer need you is that betrayal. You see it all the time in our community. You see it playing itself out right now. And you see how people are not happy for each other. Someone made a comment yesterday, and the person says, misery love company. And the more miserable these ones are, the more they want to see other person revel in misery. So I'm going to encourage you all to seek after the type of success that's long lasting. The one where even when you don't have any material possession, you're still a success. You value loyalty. You will not sell your dignity or exchange it for any material possession. The whole idea of trust is something that you have to consider carefully. Who can you trust? No one else but yourself. You might have a bit of confidence in somebody based on a long lasting relationship with that person, but the only person you should trust is you. And the only person you should try to impress is you. And you must be mindful of people who want to be associated to you because you're successful. And be wary of those who will try to use you to gain success. Everything that we're seeing now in the world points to disloyalty and points to a very scary thing: people's willingness to trample upon others to gain success. It's so scary, to be honest with you. There's a lot I want to talk about on some of the issues in particular that plagues our community. And one by one, we'll hash them out. If you have any particular topic that you want to talk about that is burning heavily on your mind, especially when it comes to, awakening consciousness within ourselves and others, you can share those with me, whether in the comment section or you can email me at JENNIRREN. I have my own topics, but I don't mind talking about some of the things that are important to you, some of the issues that you go through. And yes, some of you are sending them to me. And, some of these things I pray on. Sometimes I wait for the Spirit to lead on discussing some of these topics. But we're going to continue this year, hopefully by the grace of the Most High, to stay true to who we are, to our character. In general, I don't like all the buzzing, especially when the people buzzing are covered in filth. I'm not about that life. So I'll touch it. But you see, my whole heart and mind is about ascending, not dissension. Ascending, growing in love, growing in dignity, and attracting people who seek light. Don't pay attention to the ones who stay in the filth. They're going to talk filth. They're going to wear it. They're going to seek it. The stench of that is what keeps them going. And so when you know yourself, you have to always move towards the light. Stay blessed, everybody.